Debo has a special package, and now I'm getting concerned that when he's – oh, gosh.
I am ready to go.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
All righty. Steiny and Guru, we are now joined by Willard and Dibs, and at some point, we will get to the What's Bugging You segment brought to you by ATCO Pest Control.
I can't wait.
You want to do it right off the bat, or you want to wait a minute?
No, we doing it too.
Yeah, let's wait.
Okay, I think you're right. Okay.
Yeah. If we do it now, you'll leave at 2:02.
He's already clocking you.
This two-faced son.
No, we'll
Dude,
feel.
don't look at me.
I don't know why you take offense to this. We want you to stay.
I know you do. And
Why won't you stay?
I'm Catholic, Mark.
Jonas,
I've got a lot of guilt.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was great.
But here's what
that's a great album.
Here's the part. Like, I'm going to let people in on this one.
I'll start singing Jodeci.
Yeah. So yesterday, I send a text to the four of us, and I say, "Hey guys, I got my month post-op, and I couldn't get the X-ray scheduled for any time after 2:30 is the latest I could go.
It's fine.
So it looks like I'm going to miss this last segment.
No worries.
No.
We're a fraternity. You send this Dear John letter. I thought something was wrong.
His fake heart just
so-
rankled me.
He goes, did Willard respond?
I didn't give it a like. I gave it a love.
I know.
Yeah.
Mark loved Steiny's message.
He goes, did Willard respond? I said he loved it.
Damn right he did. He responded in kind.
I owe you guys an apology.
You do?
We're a fraternity and brotherhood here and family.
Seriously.
I run into FP at the Warrior game, bloop, and I just interrupt your lives and send pictures that I didn't have to send, but I'm that guy that want my family to know. I'm with my brother, and it happened by accident. We're having a good time. So I apologize, Willard and Dibs.
What's wrong with that?
Did you send it via text?
Yeah, I put a group message.
See, Dibs doesn't even know that he got it.
Oh, well,
I
so
got
Dibs,
I
forget
didn't
it.
get it.
I responded right away.
I didn't get it.
But my point is, I didn't have to send it
No,
to you.
you're right. It's not a group text. You just sent it to me.
Okay.
Dibs.
Now you have to apologize
it went to
again
3 other
for not
places. Hey,
No.
Evan got one.
No,
I thought I had you guys
it's
all
good.
on the
It's
same
good.
one.
212, Steiny's gone. I'll see you at 212.
Oh, boy. Dibs, you know you my dude, man.
No.
I put it on the group one.
You can send me joy anytime.
Yeah.
You guys look at you.
But Dibs, I'm telling you, I thought I had you on there, so it was an error. That's why I'm apologizing to you.
No runs, no drifts, no errors.
Another
Thank
win
you,
for
Johnny
the Dubs.
Bench. Shout out Krylon.
Yeah, that was
Johnny Bench.
Johnny
Just
Bench.
Aged the hell out of ourselves. That was
I'll take
brutal.
you back.
Yeah, so I guess I'm on the B team. I'm the Clay Thompson to you. I'm on the bench.
No, I got
we'll still
so
pay
many.
you 30.
Hey,
According to Guru, at least 30.
hey, 25.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think, what's on Joe Lacob's sentimentality meter, do you think? How sentimental is he?
Clay?
From a 1?
Yes.
No, for life. The Warriors.
Oh, he's a 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
I would take the under there,
I'll take
too.
the under.
Okay. Well,
there
it
is no
depends
under?
on if Clay says, I'll play for 14, then the sentimentality goes to a 9.
That's true.
If Clay says I want 30, then the sentimentality goes to a 1.
I would argue that's not sentimentality. That's business.
But what is sentimentality when you are the billionaire owner of the Warriors?
I don't think it's much.
There's no such thing.
Correct. So that's why I take the under.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking that way at all. I think that here's how I would say it. The sentimentality breaks all ties. But if it's not a tie, there's no sentimentality.
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, didn't Draymond get some of that in his 400? Stotty disagrees.
No, Draymond is still a winning player.
Yeah, I don't think that's sentimentality. I think that's like Steph Curry wanted Draymond to finish his career with him. So he stays.
And Draymond still plays winning basketball more than Clay plays winning basketball.
Give you that. But if Curry wants Clay here, he's going to be here.
I won't go that far.
Well, I don't.
Does Curry want Clay here? Like he wants Draymond here?
Steph's not the GM. He's not the GM, but all things
wink. But
they run through him.
Okay.
You run things
and
through.
And Clay's going to come across his desk.
Hey, is it the most under-discussed sound clip and maybe the most under-discussed thing I've heard through the last month of all this Warrior stuff? And I couldn't even tell you exactly when and where it was, but Steph at a press conference out loud said, Klay Thompson is now adjusting to a new role. And for that to come from Steph Curry.
See, I missed that one.
Right? Did everyone?
I missed that one too. I'm not saying it didn't.
Am I making this up? Steph Curry some point over the weekend, I think, or whether it was the All-Star week or it was coming out of it, getting ready from practice a couple of days ago, he made a reference to Klay Thompson adjusting to a new role. And I was like, wow. For that to come from Steph as opposed to Steve and to speak about it as if, right, like
it's done. It's
not
done.
something we're doing on a Tuesday.
Man, I missed
something
that.
we're doing for the rest of the year and maybe the rest of his career.
That's what that's what I heard. That's what I hear when I hear that.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's almost saying we're all starting to realize Klay will never be the same player. Right. It's one thing to think that, but
There was a juncture in the game. I'm in the arena. He has 0 points, and he passed, he facilitated. But Willard, no, the Klay experiences, he had 35, and he had 0, and you could tell it wasn't sitting well with him. So I had the Klay cam on. Are we going to see the slumpy shoulders? Or is he going to just, and I didn't see but then he scored, and there was just relief. And again, he had 3, but
3 points.
Yeah, it's just like 35-3, and that would be 50 tonight.
He's averaging 19 a night off the bench.
Yep.
It's going
19
well.
Wow.
He's averaging 19 a night. But I was more struck by what we heard he did pregame. Like, Trace Jackson-Davis's night was largely due to Klay. And that wasn't on accident. That was an actual strategic approach that they talked about before the game. If we are going to spend as much time as we have breaking down the mental health of Klay Thompson and the frustration that has led to for the organization and fans, then when he gets benched and scores 35, and the next game they have, he sits down a rookie and goes, "Here's what we're going to do." Like, you're going to roll to the hoop. And,
it happened.
And I'm going to dish to you so that you can have a 17-point night. That's pretty healthy.
Wow.
I love that from him. 1 for 9 be damned.
Yeah.
I feel like the true test is going to come on the road trip. I think when at games like last night, when you're at home and you're playing pretty well, boy, it's tough to be a powder and a moper at home. When you got
when
the home
you roll.
when you're playing pretty well.
You're up by 20.
So, if let's say they go on this road trip and stub their toe in Milwaukee or whatever, and he's not playing well, can he do it then? Can he keep his head up then and fight through it on the road? Because road's tougher. You gotta be an actor at home. Because that's the worst. That's the worst look ever. If the Warriors are up 14 against the whoever, and Pods is playing well, and you're over there moping, like
we've kind of seen that
at home.
Yeah, that video of December 13th game. Remember, and he was letting and Dibs. He was going in on
were they winning or losing that game?
I think they were winning, but it wasn't a blowout.
Yeah,
he was frustrated.
Yeah, I'm
pro Klay.
You think?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, and I know. I'm just telling you, man. It's gonna. If Curry doesn't want him gone, he's not going anywhere. And for Joe Lacob to say, Draymond Green is like a brother,
right?
In that Kawakami piece, I'm in the bed reading that like, okay, we can laugh or those are just words, but I get it. They've built something. They've had experience. So Klay has none of that, you guys think? And they already offered him $24 million.
Right.
I don't think it'll be 12 now because you had a bad season.
No, but it might be 20. And if you're Joe Lacob and you're looking at where you are, and job 1 is get below the apron, and job 2 is get below the tax, and so you look at where that would be for Klay, that's probably 20 or 25 at the most you're going to give him. And he's only getting 2 years from the Warriors, I think. And
we just talked about that.
Yeah, and I heard it, and you're right. And because Steph has 2 more, and Wiggins has 3 more, and Dre has 3 more, or actually Wiggins has 2 more, I think, and a player option. So you're looking at 2 more for Klay. So do you give Klay 3 and 60 or 2 and 50? If you were Lacob, which one would you rather do? You'd probably rather do 3 and 60 and then eat that third year and say, all right, Klay, we did good by you. We can either cut you for the $22 million or whatever that would be, or we can keep you. But I think job number 1 is to get down and get out of that repeater, because if you're still in the repeater, not only do you pay that exorbitant tax bill, you lose a draft pick in 2029.
Well, the cynical brain would
first-round pick gone.
Yeah, yeah. Cynical brain would also think this, and I didn't think of it until last night.
And you don't do cynicism.
I don't, which is why I was maybe really late to the party. Maybe you all thought of this last week. But Clay coming off the bench could well keep him a Warrior.
Exactly.
And I don't mean that because, he's accepting his role. I mean that because there is a plausible scenario the rest of the way where his stats kill his financial number.
It's a great point.
Yep.
And therefore, if he has if he has more 3-point nights the rest of the way, is Philadelphia coming with $30 million next season?
Right.
No. And so I wonder if the Warriors, I think there are multiple reasons for why they made this move, some of them more obvious than others, but I wonder if that didn't come up in their strategic conversations with this move.
Because he's made some comments like, I'm all kind of like, it was a week ago, Ray Allen or Ginobili, I just got to perfect this role. And I was like, that's okay.
And what does he say about it while they're winning 9 of 11?
And man,
you can't say a damn word.
Not a word.
Right.
Can't say a word.
And I thought it was interesting what you guys threw out earlier. It might have been you, Steiny. I'd rather give credit to Guru, so I'm going to say that it was Guru, even though
you
I
ain't
know
mad
it was
at
you.
me no more. You were on the thread, I thought.
Guru.
Yeah, the picture.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll text you right now, Dibs, if it makes you feel
No, I'm good, but I
I'll
thought
send
that
you the picture that Goose sent me.
the reason why Guru didn't text me is because right now in our little domino thing, he's getting cuffed around right now.
By the way, where have you gone on Words with Friends?
I played moments ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it had been.
Boy.
Honestly, the only reason why I came back to Words with Friends was because you were laid up. So
gotcha.
You're the only game I have going.
Oh, wow.
So,
What a guy.
Yeah.
Let me do the legal, and then you can do your thing. You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM. In HD1 San Francisco, always live on the free Odyssey app, Twitch and YouTube, powered by First NorCal Credit Union.
Well, it is 2 o'clock, so I might as well get put in the back burner.
Exactly.
No.
2 o'clock is
never
here.
This feels like the way it should be.
Stand down.
Yeah.
Dibs.
Mark, you got something to say, I'm sure. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering how many
What was the good point?
How many years
somebody made?
How many years till this group is playing chess at an outdoor park picnic table?
5, Willard. I'm
Okay, thank you.
I'll say
I'm gonna go
3 to 5.
Words with friends?
This group.
What
He's
on
talking
earth is
about
happening?
us.
Well, first of all, it's a game that
You
is.
thought I'd pick Klay Thompson?
Yeah, so did I.
It's like mobile Scrabble, and you know,
I'm well aware of what it is. My 80-year-old mom plays it. Yeah, she does.
this guy.
That's the only person I
Got
know.
an answer for everything.
Well, and he's.
I don't even know how to play it, Willard.
Sorry.
God forbid he
I'm in the right
hates
business.
on like a coach or a GM, but he'll come at me for being a good guy.
No.
You know,
Farhan's fine, but you.
10 years ago, I played Words with Friends with Steiny, and I actually met a listener who's become a really good friend. His name is Curtis Abbey.
Oh, wow.
Big Kurt. And I've played many, many rounds of golf with Curtis. So Words with Friends actually led me to many friendships.
Brings people together.
I haven't played in 6 or 7 years. And then Steiny was laid up with surgery. And I thought, how can I reach out to him during his time? Well, some of us think of our friends. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get the app, and I'm going to ask Steiny if he's still playing, because I know he's really good at it, and I'm good, but not as good as him.
No, you won more than me.
No.
You're
Steiny.
better than me at it.
Historically, I think you were like...
I'm under 500 against you. I know that.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Look at us.
Anyway. Dude.
The only thing older than playing Words with Friends is arguing about who's better at Words with Friends.
The golden guy
right now. I mean, what is happening?
Let me bring it
Did
back
you
to
have a
sports
warrior
to
point?
say-
And what's
We'd
bugging
love
you?
to hear it.
My warrior point, I tell you what's bugging me.
Oh, it's
And
coming.
It pisses me off, I'll be honest with you. And I don't know which one of you did it. Somebody in this office did it. But that's coming up in 2 minutes. His point was, if you were Clay, would you rather get 2 and 60 with Philly or 2 and 55 with the Warriors or 2 and 50 with the Warriors? That to me is interesting, because if you're Clay, would you rather stay here, take a little bit of a haircut, snip, and be the 6th man, or go to a new destination and try to be new Clay somewhere else?
I think it's less about the money and more about the role. Like, let's see what happens with 28 games and how he feels in terms of being a 6th man.
Right.
Like, there are times, many examples, we all know them through history, the microwave. Like, there are people who have been the 6th man who are also the man.
Oh, man.
You can do
Jamal
things.
Crawford.
Right.
Yeah.
You can do things out of that role. So let's see, is it 35-point Clay or 3-point Clay? Right. Like which happens more over these last few games, and we'll see how he's blending with it. I know that usually athletes take the biggest offer. That's obvious.
Right.
But I can't imagine that $5 million at this point in his career would send Clay to the East Coast for the remainder of his career.
No boat on the bay.
Unless he thought that was either A, a better role, or B, a better shot at another ring.
Right. Even if it's $10 million, I think you did 2 and 50 or 2 and 60, I think was the scenario. And I thought it's interesting, especially like what you're talking about, Mark. And he loves the ocean and he loves the bay and he's in Tiburon. And
Philly?
You've got a situation
talk about
where
mental health.
Well, and you've got a coach that you know,
it's on
you've
the
got
water.
teammates that you love, and all the rest of it.
So you think these 28 games? I think it's already defined if he's coming back or not. Steiny's like,
you think it's defined whether he's back or not?
Because Curry is. I feel like Curry's going to tap into what he tapped in with Draymond, to where they had dinner with the owner. That's just me, but it is kind of intriguing. Like, also, he's kind of playing for his tenure, in
I
a
think
sense,
a lot of them
or
are.
the money.
I called this Warriors survivor 2 days ago, and I think everyone's trying to not get voted off the island. And he's out there, like, there are very few who we know are not going to get voted off the island.
Right.
We know Steph, Pajemski, probably Kuminga. But like all of these guys are playing for a role here or someone else. Some of them would probably like to be on a different team. Moses Moody.
I bet you all three of you may disagree with this, but I actually think if the season ends, and obviously how it ends is going to impact who's actually going to make him an offer. But like, I actually think like the Pistons, I guess they have like $60 million in cap space. If the Detroit Pistons said, if there's a free agent out there, a tier 1 that they know they can get for 35, and they have enough to give Clay 25, I think Clay would go to Detroit for, $80 million over 3 years.
And be
I
your
actually
sixth
do.
man. Yeah.
Now, would they ever offer him that? They would have to think that they're much closer than anybody else.
They have no shooting. Yeah.
But I think it's about the money.
I don't know.
Because
his dad has, responded to this stuff on Twitter before.
Champagne and nuts on Twitter.
He's been consistent.
He's a dub.
Mark's former partner.
He's a dub.
Yeah.
He's a dub. Yeah, but he. It's kind of interesting. He won't come on anymore.
No, he ghosted you.
No, he doesn't ghost me.
Maybe I should reach out.
He texts me back within 10 minutes every time.
And he says, I'm good.
Nope.
And that's probably because it's
smart.
He's
too smart. No, he knows. He knows why we're calling.
All right, I hear you.
He's so tapped in. He's working for the Lakers, but he is one of the biggest family men I've ever met in my life, and he knows every damn thing that's going on with those boys.
No doubt.
He knows damn well what's being said up here. He don't want to come on here. Oh, is your son have an attitude? Does he have a mental health problem? Does he want to stay? He doesn't want to talk about that. What's he going to say? Right. Exactly.
What's bugging you, Dibs?
What's bugging you? Courtesy of ATCO Pest Control. We're now on the crossover with Willard and Dibs. We're doing it. What's bugging you?
Well,
who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay,
here
we go.
Because we work in an office where we have a new office and it's beautiful, and we've gone from 2 floors to 1. So now we have probably 80 or 90 employees working on 1 floor, which means we all share 1 bathroom. So you go in the bathroom, and we're lucky enough to have a urinal and 2 toilets. So
is anyone else nervous right now? I'm terribly nervous.
Go ahead,
I'm so nervous right now.
I can't wait to hear
You're my partner, which is why I'm nervous. But anyway, go ahead.
You should be nervous.
I'm
because
terrified.
Somebody in our office, and I'm assuming it's a male, and I'm not trying to
well, you were in the men's bathroom, right?
Well, could be a non-binary individual who chose to identify with this gender and use that urinal. But you go to the urinal, this is about 5 days ago, and, when you're about to do your business, you inevitably look down, and there's a piece of gum that somebody spat out into the urinal.
That's not acceptable.
And I'm looking at this, and I look at it, and I go, you know what? This is somebody who's got no understanding for the person, the janitorial specialist who has to come in here, put on the glove, and grab that piece of gum out before they clean the urinal that is completely soiled by all of our DNA. And I thought, you know what? what insensitive, completely clueless individual would spit their gum out into the urinal to be whizzed upon day after day after day until our janitorial expert comes in and cleans it up. And I thought, you know what? This is really bugging me. And that piece of gum sat there day after day after day. And you know, we're all guys.
Yeah. Was it blue?
That's on me. No, see, I had gum during the show. I had gum. So you think it was me?
I didn't say that.
You smiled and Evan looked and
I smiled.
I had gum on air just yesterday, so it wasn't me. It was the day before. I would never do that.
You're a person of interest.
Okay.
It's very early. It's very early in the process.
It wasn't me.
I fished it out, and it's now at the DNA lab, so I'll have answers in 8 to 10 days.
I promise I had gum on the show. You go, are you doing gum?
I'm going to take a cue from the 925. We are, if you talked about us being a fraternity. Yeah. You know what? It's probably FP.
All right, there you go.
They put the gum in the toilet. It wasn't me.
Well, thank you, Shaggy. I'll just say this.
YouTube thinks it's me. It wasn't.
It was a piece of white gum.
And when was this?
Well, now why
this was about a week ago.
Oh, yeah. So I just had to go.
Why you got to play the race card? Why you got to do that, dude?
I'm a gummist.
Well, I mean,
it's gummism. I'll just say this. And, you know, we're all guys. And when you see something that's in the urinal, your instinct is to aim at it. And, I mean, am I...
Oh, that I ain't got
wrong?
that problem. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And it's like you're all okay. Let's see if I can move it. Let's see if I can get this thing all the way around, clockwise, counterclockwise. This poor piece of gum. Yeah. And so our custodian and
that's real,
dude. He has to go in there and put on the glove, and it's like he's got to.
It was Steve Wilkes,
dude. You know I'm built for this.
You guys got to sit down.
I don't mean to make this non-sports, but that really bugged me.
No, that is bugging there was nothing but truth. But that was also the most Dibs bugging me
doubt.
ever.
I thought it was the trash that
I'll
was
tell you
in
what,
the
it's
bag.
Farhan's inability to build the bullpen.
I just want, I want for you to not be so triggered by such things.
Yeah, dude. Oh, wow.
Just fire on the gum and move on with your day.
I fired on
it. You need more ignorance is bliss in your life.
No, what I need.
You do.
No, because I think about people who actually have to do the things that we won't do.
No, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And I know the guy who comes in. He comes in 3 days a week.
I love him. I'll say hello.
We pound it out. Exactly. Great
I'm going to go next.
And
can I go next?
Like to the urinal?
No, to the what's bugging me.
So, please go ahead.
Those are urination sensations.
We have friends and family, and I'm in this market. I'm in this medium, what we do, radio, and I love all my friends and family. But they think they're program directors. So this goes out. This is personal to my buddy Hawk, who tells me and gives me guru analytics during the crossover that I don't get enough shots.
Oh, God.
And I tell Hawk, I'm coming out 4 hours, Hawk. Sometimes you got to pick. They're passing me the rock, Hawk. But he'll send me a text on my analytics that I don't get in enough. And I feel like I'm Russell Westbrook on this thing. So we go back at it. And I'm like, Hawk, I'm okay, brother. I'm getting my touches. So just for the wannabe PDs out there, you don't know. You're not right all the time.
Be real with me. Does he take shots at me?
No
I definitely take more than my 25% share of the pot.
But we're coming out 4 hours. I need you to do it.
All right.
Yeah, so Hawk, I love you. Your heart's in the right place. But it's like, come on, Steiny. I'm fighting you 4 hours. Yeah. I'm fighting too many battles.
Dude, you're fighting for your life.
Yeah. Dibs is like, I get 4 words an hour. Why are we worried about Guru?
Yeah, poor Guru doesn't get to talking now.
Yeah.
Steiny's half asleep over there.
Oh, boy. He's thinking the words.
I got people in my keep it moving.
Oh, boy. Go ahead, Mark.
I am ready to go if you want.
Right,
and I'll be clear. I had my annual physical this morning.
Ooh, this is awesome.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into anything.
No metrics?
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
were you asked to cough?
No, I was not. Everything is looking good. They'd maybe like me to put some chia seeds in the smoothies. Other than that, we're doing fine. Yeah, we're doing clean bill. Knock on wood, feeling good in the neighborhood. Here's what I want to know. And do you guys know who Nate Bargatze is, the comedian?
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I'm going to go see him for the second time in my life here in a few months. And he's got a whole bit about this. What is that form that you need to fill out every time you go? And why don't they have it on file? But here's the next thing. Today was a new experience for me because I did this here in the office yesterday. So you know what I'm going to do? Because they call you all week.
Right.
You could pre-check in. You could preach it. So I go, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I spent 15 minutes on the phone answering every question you could possibly imagine about me and every relative I've ever had.
Spots, Hep A, Hep B, Hep C.
Submit.
We're done.
I arrived right on time today. Sir, will you please put this mask on? I said, absolutely. I didn't know we were still doing that, but you got it. Put the mask on. And then they go, would you please fill out this form?
Oh, no.
And I was like, at first I was like,
such a bummer.
Right? Except for here's what was weirder. It was such a, you want to know what was on the form? Will you please write, what's your name?
Oh.
What doctor are you seeing?
Oh, man.
What date is it? Sign. You have that info. You made the appointment.
Totally.
I need to tell you what doctor works here? Why do they force you to sign something every time?
Totally.
They don't even know how to start an appointment unless they give you a clipboard.
Man.
I'm like, you're good. Can we just do this? I got kids at home and places to be. Anyway, that's it.
I love it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And your physical was good.
Everything was fun.
What you got, Steiny?
Was there a glove involved?
Yeah, there were two.
Oh, boy. Damn.
What's bugging me, I would say,
you haven't left yet is what's bugging you. We know that. Yeah.
213.
We know what's
bugging. Might be a 5.
Strong answer.
Really good.
I guess what's bugging me is this is a notion that I think that is way overstated, that Steph's running this team, and whatever Steph wants goes. I think Joe Lake, Steph, this is what we're thinking. What do you think you're thinking? But this notion that if Steph wants this, it will happen. And I don't think it's like that. I don't if the Golden State Warriors decide they want to move off Clay for whatever reason, Steph can't save him. You can't make Joe Lake pay a guy if he and Mike Dunleavy don't think that's best for the franchise. I'm not saying I'm get.
Because Bob Myers said it on the show. We go through Steph.
You can go through Steph, but that doesn't mean he's running the show. He's an important voice. So
nice.
All right, Chance.
Man, I had a great time.
Dibs,
you were supposed to be on there, brother. And I'm going to send it to you anyway.
Whatever.
No, you don't have to. I already did.
Okay.
And who's the bald guy in the middle?
Frank, 49er Frank.
That's 49er Frank.
That is 49er Frank.
He came out to our venue in San Leandro at the bar.
So it's FF and FP.
There you go.
Yeah, he must have been on that thread.
All right, Jets, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday, or Guru will do it several times over text.
Have a good weekend, Steiny.